was always a very competitive state in presidential elections in the 20th century. And that's illustrated frequently by all the visits that presidents and even vice presidential candidates made to Wyoming in the even as late as the 1960s. Here is a button from John F. Kennedy's election in 1960, and this was being passed out in Torrington, Wyoming, which was a very Republican town, but there was nonetheless a very active Democratic headquarters there. And my brother Steve and I, from a Republican family in a Republican county, decided to go down and ask them if we could have a Kennedy button, because we were just fascinated with the Kennedy campaign. And so we got down to the headquarters, and my brother Steve said, well, you go in. He was older than me, and he said, you go in and you ask for the button, and I'll just stand over here. And he stood behind around the corner by the door. And I went in, and a very nice man said, would you like a Kennedy campaign button? I said, yes, I would like two of them, one for me and one for my brother. And the very nice man looked at me and realized that I was probably a Republican. So he handed me the two buttons, and he said, one thing I'll do when I give you these buttons, you'll promise to wear them to school every day until the election. And I mumbled something like, well, maybe, or something, and left, and I got outside, and Steve said, what did they say? What did they say? And I told him, and Steve said, well, I'm not going to wear that button. And I don't know if later he would have worn it a couple of years later, for sure, because he turned Democrat and was a Democrat for the rest of his life.